Hello guys, I'm Krishna and I welcome you again on behalf of CSI chapters vcode of Vit-Ap University. Today we'll take a look at a Java topic which is try, catch and finally block. So what is try, catch and finally block? Like these are very simple keywords, very simple things, and I'll tell you why are they useful and how to use it and when to use it. So we use try, catch and finally block to handle any exception in our code. What is exception? Exception is like we think like our code or program may stop working at certain cases, so that's when exception arises. So there are certain types of exceptions like IO exceptions, arithmetic exceptions, or index out of bound exception, but these are not very important to learn. So very important is you know how to use try, catch and finally block. So for using it in the try block, you just have to write some code which you think like may throw an exception. For example, let's say I'm just printing out try block. Yeah, so for sure this won't throw any error or exception for sure. Okay. So what I'll do, let's say I'm dividing a number by 0. We all know dividing any number by 0 it is not possible in maths. So what JVM will do, it will throw an exception. What I'll do, I am defining a number which is integer and I am dividing it by 0. Let's say 40015 and I am dividing it by 0. Okay. If we don't have try block, so what will happen? Let's try to execute it. Let's try to see what will be like our output. Yeah, you may see it is, first of all, it prints out try block as we expected, but then it is raising an exception in thread main, and it is of type arithmetic exception, and we are dividing by 0. So this is what our code, this JVM is throwing. So if we like encapsulate our code within the try block, so what will happen? So try block, it is followed by catch block or final block. Okay, so what is catch block? Catch blocks, for example, I'll walk you through my mental process. Okay, so what JVM does, it'll just see on like it is try block, so it can raise any exception. So JVM, it'll go like, it'll be very attentive. Then it says like, then it sees here exception is arising. So what catch block does, it catches that exception. Like if we are doing is, if this exception arises, then do this. Okay. So what catch does, it just handles the exception. So for that, so exception is a type, like we have a type int string, so it is also a type which is called exception, and we are naming it, let's say E. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll just print out catch block, and now if we try to run our code, so you may see, first of all it is printing out try block. Yeah, and when JVM goes to this line of code, then it says there is an exception, so our code, it will get passed on to the catch block. So in this catch, we have only one line of code which is catch block, so it will just print out catch block. And also our code, it will stop executing as soon as like it executes the catch block. Let's say we are just printing out main method. So you may see try block, catch block and main method. Main method, like this thing, it will get executed no matter what, because it is outside of try and catch statement. And also there is something called finally keyword. So what is finally? Finally is the keyword like which will get executed no matter what. If there is an exception, then also finally will execute, and if there is not an exception, then also finally will execute. So let's say it is just printing out finally blow, and let's change this number to 3. Okay, so it won't arise any exception when we divide by 3. So you may see, first of all, try block, it is getting executed. After that, finally blow. Our code, it won't pass on to catch block this time because we are not raising any exception. Any number this number, it is divisible by 3, so it won't raise any exception. Right? So therefore the code in the catch block, it won't get executed. Then here comes the finally block. As I told you, finally block, it will get executed, as we don't care if we raise an exception or not, it will get executed no matter what. So therefore finally block, it will get executed. And this main method, we are out of this try and catch. Okay, so next line JVM sees is system.out.println main method, so it will just print out main method. I hope it is clear to you guys. If you still have any doubt, you can just ask us in the comment section, and you can also take another look at the video, just rewind it. Till then, bye bye, see you guys in our next video. Thank you.